Life can change in an instant. For many wheelchair users, the struggle to push forward is a daily challenge.
After years of development and countless prototypes, we created Rib Grips, the revolutionary wheelchair hand rim covers with built-in ribs for ultimate grip and comfort.
No more slick surfaces, no more heat burns, just pure, reliable grip. Rib Grips, empowering you to push forward with ease. Rib Grips. Get a grip on your freedom. Discover the difference. Visit ribgrips.com and use promo code GRIP today. You just found the perfect product that helps with staying cool during hot summer runs. No more gross warm water. Stay cool with this product from Gear Handle. This hydration tube cover helps keep your water cool and easily accessible. Stay hydrated during those long summer runs or even delay from freezing in the winter. Plus, they're compatible with various brands of water bladders and come in various colors. Visit gearhandle.com and use promo code H2O today.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Central Texas Life with Ann Harder presents Central Texas Events.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Texas Events, and have we got a great event for you. And we're talking about the fabulous Michael Martin Murphey, who will be in concert in Waco on the 27th of September at 7 o'clock at the Hippodrome. But it's a fundraiser, is it not?
It is. It's a fundraiser for the Taylor Museum of Waco and Mclennan County History.
Well, Helen Howell Graves is wonderful to come. This is your second time to be on the podcast, but to talk about the Taylor Museum. Used to be the Helen Marie Taylor Museum.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you're still in the process of being revamped, right?
Oh, yes. We are currently going through all of our collections, trying to identify the donors and everything that, everyone that gave the different artifacts, and match up the paperwork with the objects, and
a lot of curating that has to be done.
A lot of that has to be done. Some of the pieces don't have paperwork, and we found some really fun things. We found the leather helmet and goggles and Gildersleeve photos from a flying circus that was in Waco.
Oh, my goodness.
That was from Waco.
Yeah.
Which I never knew that Waco had a flying circus, which is amazing.
Well, it truly is. And, of course, the Taylor Museum was known for having a lot of things across all of history. Of course, most famously to me was George Washington's waistcoat and some other things that date to the colonial days and Revolutionary days. But those are being moved out, correct?
Well, actually, the vest is now in a museum in Virginia.
Okay.
More appropriately.
More appropriately, yeah.
Yes. And we had a Constitution Hall where we had portraits of all the founding fathers of the country, and we made the decision to have crates built for those to house them when they're stored, and also be able to use them as a traveling exhibit.
Well, and you have some major work that's going on as well, work on the parking lot.
Right. We haven't even started the parking lot yet.
Okay.
We haven't, currently we're working on the collection storage area.
Okay.
And next we'll start on the main building, which will take about 18 months.
Okay, so it's still a little ways off.
It's a ways off, yes.
In the meantime, though, there's a need to raise money.
Yes.
Hence the Michael Martin Murphey Concert. And he is just such an amazing songwriter and entertainer and musician.
My husband and I went to see him at a Christmas concert in Austin, and that's how I got connected with him for like the second or third. This is the third iteration. I met him at the South Plains Fair in Lubbock.
Yeah.
In the 80s, and a church group and I were out there distributing leaflets, and he asked me if we were going to the concert, and I was like, no, and he was like, why not? I'm like, we don't have tickets, and it's too expensive for poor kids,
Right.
So he gave me a handful of tickets, so we all got to go to the concert. It was very fun. It was very cool.
Yeah, well, it's such a great musician, though, has done so much great work. And, and as an artist, he's kind of continued to evolve.
Well, he also has a Murphy's Western Institute, and it preserves Western culture and history in the U.S.
Right, and that is in Fort Worth, correct?
I think so.
No. Amarillo is the headquarters of the Murphy Western Institute.
Right.
No, and it is in Fort Worth, excuse me. And he has a ranch, a Rocky Mountain Ranch in Walden, Colorado. And he does have a home in Amarillo.
I think he has a home in Weatherford. He has a ranch in
Up
Weatherford.
in the
it's close.
Fort Worth area.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, obviously, more than just a great musician, entertainer, he has a passion for history, which is really kind of
And I didn't know it,
unique.
but he's an avid map collector. He
Really?
collects historic maps, and we have several at the museum as well. I've invited him to come see them, but I haven't heard back from him on
Yeah,
that
I think
one.
you have the De Cordova map.
Yes, we do. We do.
Yeah, speaking of important maps.
And the Cordova map and several others are going to be. We're working with the conservator to have them preserved or conserved because they have some issues going on with them. They need to be stabilized and
Well,
that kind of
yeah,
thing.
because they're very,
really
very old.
really old. And we also have a treaty that was signed by Sam Houston, and that's also going to be conserved. And part of the funding will probably go for that. As
Okay,
well.
when you say going to be conserved, because I've seen that treaty that you've talked about, will it be put under glass or how do they do
basically
that?
what I'm hoping to do is it's written. He wrote on both sides of the parchment or the paper that he used.
Right.
So what I'm hoping to do is we can sandwich that so you can view it from all sides.
So it could be
view it
turned or
from both sides.
yeah.
And I saw a thing on a posting on LinkedIn the other day where they said that he made a habit of signing his name, Sam Houston, and it looks like I am Houston. On his signature looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a discussion whether or not he did that on purpose or whether it was just an accident. But they're saying that he may have signed his name that way just for grins.
I am used to it.
Make people wonder. I don't know.
Well, there's just so much in verifying, like you say, all the artifacts and things, and documenting and making sure they're verifiable and all that sort of thing. The provenance and all.
Yes.
It's just
some
critical.
of it's really difficult to determine, and that's what we're trying to verify in our museum. Is some of the collection is not. We don't know where it came from, and
Right.
some
Somebody
of it
don't
is-
because great grandma had it. No,
Yeah,
well, here's
or
a
some
museum.
of it's
Helen
from
Marie might
Houston.
want it.
Some of it's from maybe from Waco, but some of it may not. We don't know.
Right.
Really know for
right,
sure.
but the focus really is kind of hyper local, isn't it?
Right. We are going to try to. We've created a timeline that we're going to fill in, and do everything from the Pleistocene up through modern times.
Wow.
And hopefully we'll be working also with the Texas Music Cafe, which they're going to want to do a temporary exhibit on Texas music. So this would be just
Won't that be
amazing.
awesome?
This would be amazing.
Yeah.
And then I have connections with the George W. Bush Library. I used to work at the LBJ Library and Museum. And one of the women that worked there is now at the George W. Bush Museum, and I want to try to get his portraits that he's painted as grand reopening exhibit.
That would be
that would
great.
be a feat, but
Yeah.
I've got high hopes. So
Well, you don't know if you don't ask, huh?
right.
Well,
Exactly.
it just sounds like so much is going on, even though things are really quiet, from the exterior.
it's-
But yeah, a lot happening at the Taylor Museum of Waco and Mclennan County History. But fundraising is well underway, and the concert with Michael Martin Murphey, again, is going to be September 27th at 7 o'clock at the Hippodrome.
And we have there's a little over 800 seats in the Hippodrome, and already 100 of them have sold.
Yeah, that's great.
So
I mean, and you
we
can
need
go
to-
online and book your
you
tickets.
need to choose your ticket. And
And you've got some great sponsors here. You want to talk about them?
yes, B.J. Greaves is our architect. He's working on our project for the museum, for renovation of our museum and our collections facility. And he's a local boy, went to Texas Tech. Get your guns up,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But, and then Colton Ford helped us out as well. And,
Ford Colton, yeah, very good. Yeah. Very community-minded, and it's just so
sure.
important to have that. But there is room for more sponsorships?
Oh yes. We're about to post some ads in the Trib
Okay.
within the next week, I think, and we need a few more sponsors.
Yeah. Well, Michael Martin Murphey, if you're not familiar, of course, Wildfire is what immediately comes to mind as his kind of huge sentimental song about the ghosts of a woman and her horse.
I was looking at his website, and there are so many songs. The Carolina in the Pines that John Denver recorded was one that he wrote, and I was like,
he wrote so many songs.
He wrote so many songs.
Well,
and it's
let's see, Johnny Cash, Kenny Rogers, John Denver, Cher, Lyle Lovett, Flatt and Scruggs, Claire Hamill, Hoyt Axton, Roger Miller, Bobby Gentry. You can just go to Michael. What I learned about him, Michael Nesbitt, who is of the Monkees, was a good buddy of his.
Oh, how funny!
And so he collaborated with him on things.
That's
Murphy's
wonderful.
also the narrator of the short film Spirit of the Cowgirl that shows at the National Cowgirl Museum in Fort Worth.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
So he's an actor as well.
He's very cool.
Just an all-around
very
great
fun.
entertainer. Vocals, guitar, banjo, mandolin, piano, harmonica. You name it.
He's not only is he doing the concert, we are going to be auctioning at least one guitar. That's a signed, inscribed guitar. He's going to personalize it to whoever bids the highest on that, and all those funds go to the museum as well.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's going to be a fabulous evening of entertainment, a great, great cause to help support at the Taylor Museum of Waco and Mclennan County History. And anything else you want to add? Is there an easy place to go? And I know you can go, just Google Michael Martin Murphey and the Waco concert will pop up. But.
Well, the Hippodrome's website has his concert information posted on that, and you can order your tickets directly from them if you'd like.
And if somebody wants to sponsor, how could they find you?
Just go on our website, and then my email is listed on there, and they can contact me that way.
Good, good. Well, Helen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know it's going to be a great evening and going to raise a lot of money for the museum.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. It's way out of my wheelhouse here. I wasn't expecting to be negotiating contracts with musicians.
See, you're on the job training.
Yeah. Oh yes, I'm learning a lot.
It's good, but apparently you're in luck because he has a passion for this kind of thing.
He does.
I think it's clear he does. So it's going to make for a very
at the concert
very
we
fun
saw
evening.
him when we were in Austin at Christmas time. He announced that he would donate a guitar to nonprofits that were promoting Texas history or Western history. And I was
pick me.
Yeah, exactly. I went down and talked to him afterwards. That's how this whole ball got started rolling.
That is awesome. We've been talking about this for a while, so it's been in the
funny.
works. Yeah.
It was really funny. I was like, man, I never expected to be texting with his road manager.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping, this is just a little hint, we're hoping to get a Zoom before Central Texas events with Michael Martin Murphey. So stay tuned, as they say in broadcasting.
I'm talking it up.
Yeah. I'm hoping
manager.
to get that, and that would be a lot of fun to talk to him about his music, but also about his passion for history. And so, yeah. So hopefully that's coming as well.
All right.
But in the meantime, go ahead and get your tickets for this because they are going fast.
They are. They are.
All right, Helen, thank you so much. Helen Howell Graves.
Thank you.
With the Taylor Museum. And I'm Ann Harder. We'll see you again next time on Central Texas Events. Bye-bye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.
Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.